certain uncomfortable or inconvenient policies of the then administration. One way or the other, it helped, to bring to where we are today. So, do we have any fears about the survival of opposition politics in Nigeria? How can the PDP, NNPP, Labour Party sort its problems and provide the needed vibrant opposition to the APC? The PDP is burdened with leadership problems, the NNPP as well, leadership problems, the Labour Party leadership problems with the 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 faction and the 𝗵𝗶𝗰 faction, and the NNPP, we have the founder faction, we have the Kano faction, we have the 𝗀𝗀𝗁𝗁 faction, we have the NNPP faction, we have the 𝗪𝗶𝘁 faction, so many factions in the NNPP, to the point that they have now suspended their presidential candidate, who some people would look at as the treasury, the main treasury of the party. And also, let's not forget that NNPP has just one state in the country, which is Kano State, and which one way or the other is also under the leadership of, or political leadership of Rabi Kwakwanso. All right, and then we have the PDP, had some leadership issues, still having some leadership issues, and also with the G5 still at the neck, still pressing the neck of the PDP as it is now, where we have a member of the PDP, also a serving minister under the APC administration. So, how do you think the PDP, NNPP, and Labour Party can sort out their problems and then provide the needed vibrant opposition to the APC? I mean, we have a situation where it is 𝗪𝗵, yes, 𝗪𝗵 that is doing the job of, opposition parties. 𝗪𝗵 is the one doing the talking, 𝗪𝗏 is doing the talking, and a few lawyers are coming out to do the talking, as against any inconvenience from the APC administration. We don't really, are we really seeing any vibrant opposition to the APC? That's the first focal point we're looking at. The second is TINUBU'S economic roadmap. That's another one that we're going to be looking at. Different suggestions, 8-point priority. That's it. What are your suggestions on how to actualize the 8-point agenda? What about ministers working together? And do you see the 8 points as actionable and achievable? For those of us who would like to, for us to restate what the 8-point agenda or what, exactly the 8-point focus is. The priorities, which includes special national targets for each of the 8 priority focus, which are food security, ending poverty, economic growth and job creation, access to capital, particularly consumer credit, inclusivity in all its dimensions, particularly as regards youth and women, improving security, improving the playing field on which people and particularly companies operate, rule of law, and of course fighting corruption. Those are the 8-point those are the 8-point priority areas, or the 8 priority areas that the president has pushed forward for moving the Nigeria economy forward. Do you believe in these 8-point priority areas? Do you think they're actionable? Do you think they're achievable? What are your suggestions on how to actualize these plans? And what about the ministers working together to ensure? And also, do you agree with Fuhad that we should have a quarterly performance review of these ministers using their own 8 priority points as performance metrics? So that is what we're looking at this morning. Fuad, very quickly, just a minute or two, and then we open up the phone line.
We're hoping that the opposition look at the common good of all, take away personal interests, although very difficult for politicians in Nigeria to look beyond their own personal interests in their behavior and the way they carry themselves. But we're hoping that, at least for the first time, they will understand that, look, there's no democracy really without a vibrant opposition. Fifth columnists will try to disorganize them, will try to come into their party and make it difficult for them to function. But, you can put yourselves together by first thinking more about the country and then for the sake of the party. I fear for the PDP, really, Sandra, because you ask yourself, who is the leader of the PDP now? Where is that voice speaking for the PDP? The Labour Party has its own fair share of troubles too, between 𝗪𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃, 𝗵𝗵𝗁𝗁, and all of that. There's a lot of, and then suddenly NNPP is now in the mix. We're talking about the Labour Party, the PDP. Now, just yesterday, the news broke, and NNPP again. So where then is opposition politics in Nigeria? Because again, if you're going to look at it, these are the 3 major opposition political parties in Nigeria. If we're going to look at the results of the last elections. So we hope that they will think about the interests of Nigeria and then behave themselves, call themselves back, and create the needed vibrancy. I always say it. People don't know that, look, Awolowo was known majorly for playing proper opposition politics. And today's legacy stands for him, speaks for him. So we are hoping that, our politicians will also think more about creating a legacy than their own personal interest. And then for the 8 actionable areas of this government, I hope that, we are going to see a more coordinated cabinet where people work together and achieve their set goals. But like I said, I think the easiest thing to do to check whether we're on the right track with all of this 8-point agenda of the government is to have a quarterly performance review. These things are actionable for me. They are achievable. But, the problem of corruption, vested interest, lack of coordination is always the problem. Or when political considerations now come in, it messes up everything. But let's see. We have to give them time. But I think that the best thing to do, like you said, Sandra, if they don't do it, as media people, will do it for them. Every 3 months, we'll do proper review of their performance using their own 8-point metrics, to judge them.
Thank you very much, Saheed Fuhad. That's it. Let's now get your thoughts and contribution, our dear listener. The phone line is open, 0913-6000-410, 0913-6000-410. That's the number to call. And you have just 2 minutes to share your thoughts and contribution as regards the conversation we are having this morning. Also, don't forget that we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So you can drop your comments in the live chat section as well. And we'll also read that out. You can also send WhatsApp messages or text messages to 0913-6000-430. That is for text and WhatsApp. We don't take calls on that one. That is 0913-6000-430. That's for WhatsApp and text message. For phone calls, is 0913-6000-410. And you have just 2 minutes. Please keep it clean and straight to the point. This is Mainland 98.3 FM, and we are the sound of Lagos. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you okay now?
No, we're not okay now. Please turn it off or just leave that environment so we can hear you clearly.
Sandra.
Yes.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Better now.
Okay, so Mr. Fuhad, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So the thing about I'll start with WIKE. WIKE is not a member of PDP.
How do you know?
He is not a member of PDP. That's what I can tell you. Everything he's doing is for himself, and he's particularly a member of APC. He went to Gambia recently now. You saw him there. So he's not a member of PDP. Anything he doing is for his own selfish reason. Nobody should call him and say somebody in PDP cannot be working against PDP. That's about that. And they say they want to alleviate poverty in one of the 8 points. How can you alleviate poverty when you introduce remove fuel subsidy and everybody is poor? Go and check. The poverty when you have removed fuel subsidy. A lot of people are about this thing. Don't just tell them you want to remove. How are you going to go about it?
Madam Sandra, morning.
Good morning.
I greet you. You cover. Can you please take us back to the era of PDP? Just leave us in that era, please.
I can't do that.
Take us back. Since APC has performed so better than the PDP.
I didn't say PC performed better. So please don't. I only talked about the PDP. Okay, the records of the APC are there for everybody to see. So
why are you now not talking about the performance of the APC? You want to be in this APC ship? Now coming to opposition, that PDP has not done the opposition, nothing more. So this is the thing. The fuel subsidy that this man has removed now, was it not the same fuel subsidy that this man, Bola TINUBU and his cohorts, was that an opposition, or it was just a group of people coming to lie against, deceive everybody just to come into power and destroy the whole thing? And again, it is not that the people like PDP, APC, they are all just acronyms to say now you cut them off. You say it's not radio friendly because your APC people have told us that they are all what is called that thing they call hate speech. Hate speech. Yesterday we talked about across the country and then that if you should remove the whole federal road in the states and everything, nothing to show.
Contextual, so.
Good morning.
Is that Mainland Focus?
Yes, Mainland 98.3. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I don't know, you come from here at Road.
Okay.
I just want to contribute to that PDP that Mr. Fuhad, every time he will be correcting, I want to bring light to it. You see, PDP can never be a strong opposition as far as Nigeria politics is concerned.
Why?
If APC should turn to if they should overturn the APC government today, they can never be an opposition. They have no oil in their finger then. It was easy for them to be strong opposition. There's no case you want to carry either 𝗬𝗂𝗁 or anybody to go and investigate them then. And now, by the time they become opposition now, you see both of them, they have oil in their finger.
Are you saying that before the APC became, the party?
None of them that is as corrupt as now. Both of them are guilty of corruption now.
Right,
it is easy to attack your opposition now. If you talk too much, the ruling party will just call 𝗬𝗂𝘁, go and lock him up, go and do this. So it is the Nigerian politics.
Who created 𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗃, sir? Who created
that? And is to deal with whomever wants to question or want to query the government.
All right.
Thank you.
I think
we'll just leave that.
Thank you.
It's all right. Thank you very much. Fuhad, who created 𝗵𝗶𝗃?
No. You see, the thing is this: when I talk about opposition politics, it's different from being the ruling party. There are a lot of things that come into it.
Okay.
They talked about propaganda and all of that. In politics, there's information management, there's perception management, and you have to be coordinated. You have to work together. What we're saying about the PDP is political party, a major opposition political party. You are going into a keenly contested election like that. 5 governors were not on your side. You were not able to resolve it. Your party chairman had issues with strong members of the party. You were the same IU that you could not remove. Remember, I was saying, is IU not beggable? What is? Were they not seeing that this was, members to line and coordinate them as a proper opposition party? That's what we're saying.
All right, Fuhad, thank you very much. But I think aside from, an opposition playing the parts of checks and whatever checks, to ensure that, these people are getting it right.
It's very important.
Aside from that, I think there's a whole lot of other things to make. I think, an opposition is also supposed to make the ruling party, a little bit.
If there's no opposition, it's just a joke.
And that's part of what makes the American politics very interesting.
The vibrancy.
Oh, Democrats versus Republicans is also interesting. It's always the red and the left, the blue. It's always interesting to watch it and see, okay, so who is advancing where and who is not advancing where. 0913600410. That is for phone calls. We are live on Facebook, so you can drop your comments in the live chat section as well. All right, let's have a conversation. Do you agree with Mr. I've forgotten his name now, who said that the reason why we don't have opposition isn't as strong is because of this or that? What do you think? Don't you agree that we need a vibrant opposition politics in the country? And also, we're looking at TINUBU'S economic roadmap. What are your suggestions as regards the 8 priority areas? Yes. Do you think they're actionable and achievable? Please, you have 2 minutes. Let's stick within that time frame. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes.
My name is 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝗀𝗽. I'm calling from Barriga.
All right.
Yeah, I heard the question on ground, and if I'm more facing to us, and may I tell you, independent president-elect Ajibola has that point agenda. One of the things that is cooking up in this country is that there's no rule of law. Law is not working. Police, if you go to police, there's nothing is working. Go to judiciary, everything has backfired. We are on air, and they don't use some words. But if state and clean exist, I believe it's not far from where I am. And it's all those people call their leader. Please call our leader. Okay, they have to know that yes, this thing cannot continue like this. And may I tell you, if that 8-point agenda must be achieved, be right. will keep on doing this after 8 years. We keep back to square one. We keep talking and focusing every day, every year, every time. We keep on saying the same thing, the same promises, the same thing. It's nothing changed for this country. Things are getting so fighting fire. Things are getting worse every day. I pray in God help Nigeria and God will deliver this country in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. 0913-6000-410. Hello, good morning. Okay, well, we have a message here on Facebook, so we'll just quickly take that before we move back to the phone line at Mainland 98.3 FM. That is the handle to look out for on Facebook and YouTube. I have here Queen 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝗀𝗽𝗪 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝗀𝗪 saying African leaders will never learn their lessons. Bad governance is the brain. Okay, well, that's as regards what's happening in Gabon. 𝗃𝗁𝗁 saying PDP or APC. These guys are birds of the same fear who no fear Nigerian politicians. WhatsApp, we have a message here. Good morning, Mainland. Revive the economy with politics. May God have mercy.